Hello, guys. I am Phoenix Rising. If you see my face, of course, you're watching my channel. So I'm taking a break from tarot just for a couple hours to the morning. And I decided to make a couple videos on some things that I feel like I have been thinking about and they have been on my mind, they have been on my heart. And I feel like when I was just driving home from my sister's house, I was like, okay, I was thinking and I was talking to Spirit, and they was like, just freestyle a little bit. So I wrote down a couple things that I felt like I needed to bring up, things that I felt like topics that needed to be talked about. So, and I hate the camera. I just want to say that too. I'm such a person that don't need attention, so this is like really different for me. So excuse me if I'm a little fidgety, so I'm trying to get used to it. That's why I just like doing the tarot cards because I ain't got to show my face. But no one wants to talk to me if I'm just, I don't have any tarot cards. You got to see the person's right face. Anyway, so, okay, we're talking about dating someone that's married is the topic. It was 101 when I just said that, right? Real witch shit. Okay, so dating a married man, my thoughts. Okay, that's what this video is about. My thoughts. It's not judgment. It's not saying anything's wrong. I don't give a fuck because I'm a Sagittarius. Do what the fuck you want to do, right? You don't even have to listen to this fucking video because I curse. I just want to make that clear. I curse. I'm honest. I swear. So I'm gonna tell you what's what. So I have been married twice, as I already stated in probably previous videos. So, do I think it's okay to date someone married? Yes and no. So, I'll tell you why, because I've been on both sides. I've dated someone married and didn't know the motherfucker was married. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then I've been a married woman that I was going through a divorce that took a little bit longer than it should have. And, I did start dating while I was still married. So, in that aspect, I feel as though if you're married and you're going through a divorce and you're done with your partner and you guys filed divorce, there's papers filed, there's proof, you're living in different places, and this may be going on for months or even years at this point, which hopefully it hasn't been going on for years. But if so, because every divorce takes a different timeline. So I want to say that too, because everything's different. But in that aspect, I want to just say that that is the only time I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's okay when I hate to say to ask somebody for proof, but in this time and era, you have to be safe. So I would say to ask the person for some type of proof, like, are you telling the truth? Are you really going through this divorce, or are you just fucking with me? So I say that to say that's the only time I feel like it's acceptable. Outside of that, teachers on, do what the fuck you want to do. I believe in karma. So I'm a person that feels like if I dated three married men, I would, have to pay that karma back, and that I would meet the man of my dreams, and then shit would be fucked up because how do you knowingly know that someone, everything's dealt with integrity, and that's what people need to understand. If you walk those lines of integrity, those are the lines that you walk on with the higher power. And when you do that, it basically makes sure that are being in a good zone. So those are good thoughts, good vibes, good things. So, you know, to me, to lay down with someone married will make me feel slutty, sleazy. It makes me feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. That's how I feel. That's how Phoenix feels. That's not to say that you have to feel like that. I just feel like me and the higher power are too close for me to do that. So it would just make me feel some type of way, like I would not just be punished, but it's just wrong. I don't know. That's just me. It's just me. So I don't know. But okay, so let me tell you about the story about me dating a married man. Didn't know the motherfucker was married. Okay, the person that that I was dating had said this was in the past. He said, they didn't have any children and they had never been married. So I'm like, oh, this is a go. That's why us as females we have to do our research, and that's when that third eye kicks in. And so, basically, this was upon my witch journey, honestly, to be honest. So it was more recent than past. Okay. So I'll say in the last year. So, okay. But yeah, basically, that third eye kicked in, and, I did my, higher power said, do your research. And so I just started doing a little research, and whoop, there it was, 2 children and a wife. Boop, boop, boop. Then I remember one day sitting with the individual, and sitting there watching TV. And this person had said they had filed papers or whatever. I'm still waiting to see the papers. I ain't waiting too long though. I am a Sagittarius, so flight risk. But yeah, anyway, so sitting there and I'm sitting there having a conversation, you know, and I'm talking, and then all of a sudden I just hear. That's why I like to meditate. I love meditation. I try to do it, but I have not done it lately, and I need to get back on it. But I guess I did it on the way home. So anyway, neither here nor there. The point is that what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So I was sitting there and I was like watching TV. So I'm like, damn, it got quiet. So I hear Spirit say like he cheating on his wife. I'm laughing because Spirit is just so funny because they hear it now. So I was like, what? So I was like, he cheated on his wife. It got louder. So I was like, what the fuck? So they like say it. Like this is one day they were so clear because they ain't like homeboy, okay? They did not like homeboy. So I'm like, all right, wait, fuck it. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I'm a person that bite my tongue until I get real pissed off. That's the sad in me. That's really fucked up. I should say things before I get angry. I've learned that through my healing. But anyway, try to say things calmly now. But no, so I'll say, you know, you're cheating on your wife. This motherfucker turned all the way around. You know it's the truth now. All the way around. I said, who the fuck said that? So, I'm like, so he like, what does that mean? So, obviously, you're an idiot, right? Anyone points up, hopefully it's talking about the higher power, but whatever. So I'm like, yeah, either sold me. So, needless to say, they kept telling me things and disqualification. So, but yeah, in that case, I just want to say that I was tricked because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? When I did find out, I was already in an entanglement, basically, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't mind putting my business out there. I want you to get to know me as your tarot card reader. I want to get personal and tell you things about me because I feel like you need to know who the fuck's reading your tarot. Who's reading your cards. Who's telling you this shit? You need to know what type of person you're dealing with. You need to hear some shit. So I just felt like, tonight was the night, even though I hate the fucking camera, that I needed to say some things. But yeah, so in that aspect, I just feel like don't do it because I feel like you'll reap your karma. And that's just me because I'm a person that is, my day is, well, my number is 5. My life number is 5, and 5 represents conflict, crisis, and chaos. And so that's not to say that that's what I bring. That can be brought by an empath because I mirror people. So sometimes I become a jackass because they're a jackass. Needless to say. But let's stick back to the let's stick back to the Mary man thing. Yeah, because I mirror people. I will mirror. You could be the kindest person, and I would be so kind with you, and then you could be a total fucking asshole. And I could be a fucking asshole with you. And then you could be a narcissistic fucking jerk. And I could be a narcissistic asshole with you. It's part of being healed and actually being able to understand what's my emotions and what's someone else's emotions. And once I'm able to channel that, this isn't Phoenix emotions. I feel great today. I walked in this room and just got pissed off. So someone's fucking angry in here. I did it with kids, needless to say. But anyway, that's my thoughts on married men, dealing with married people, period. I don't feel like if you plan on ever having something positive in your life, I mean, even a positive career, sometimes you be stuck in a situation because you're stuck in the energy of doing something wrong. So I'm a person that believes that, you have to answer for those things later. And so I just don't believe, I try not to, at this stage in my life, to do things that I will pay the karma for. And I believe the universe gives you, the higher power gives you your karma, and whether good or bad. And so I just feel like, what you put out to other people, you get back. So, if you're a lying married man and you're around, you get that back eventually. There's things that happen to you. Your money might be funny. People don't understand things happen to them in the most fucked up situations, and they don't understand what the fuck is going on because needless to say, they don't believe in karma, and that's crazy. But however, sometimes you could date 3 or 4 married men, and then you can never get married yourself, and maybe you really want to get married. So why put yourself in that situation? And then I also believe, why do that? Because what if this woman comes to the door? Was it Lorena Bobbitt? I don't remember, but it was one of the women back in the day who went to the door and popped that girl, shot the shit out her ass because she was fucking her husband. And wait, no, I think the girl went to the door. Whatever it was the 2 women. One shot the other one. And the point is, that's how shit can end. So you don't want that type of shit. You don't want nobody at your door because you fucking in there. And then, that's drama. And that's negative energy. And that's shit you just shouldn't have time for. You should just always stay in a positive light. And that's just me. I don't need the drama. I'd rather be by myself than sit with toxic shit. And that's just where you got to be. In order to really manifest what you want, you got to be able to sit alone and be okay with being by yourself, you know? So, and not just settle. And that's what this is about. This is about not settling. You know, I've seen so many situations where people settle because they think they can't do better or they're just too impatient to wait. And that's no judgment. I've been there. I said I had 2 failed marriages, so I know what that is. So it's just, you know, something that you just don't want to do. And I just feel like I don't know. I just always felt it was wrong. I just felt that's just me. And me being an empath, it was so heavy of the emotions, it made me sick to my stomach. So, and I had even mentioned one day the person was dark. I said it to him. I'm like, you're so dark. And he like, it wasn't even the skin complexion, you fucking idiot. I mean, like, your soul. Like, there's something here that I don't like. I'm channeling some energy I don't. And that is a good thing. It's like about also following your intuition. Like, if you feel like something wrong, don't try to block that shit out. People do that so much. We put up this blockage. Like, you know, pay attention. So, but needless to say, I just want to make this video really short. I'm at 11 minutes, and I just want to go over dating someone married. Like I said, there's no judgment. And I also feel like I said, to ask somebody for proof, because people lie a lot and they will tell you anything to get what they want. And I just feel like if they can't prove it, and then some people will prove it and it's lies. So sometimes you just got to do your research. You know, I don't want to say talk to the other woman, but, you know, hey, if you get the opportunity, you might as well ask a couple questions. Don't mean you're going to get the truth either. You got to follow the intuition. Go with, you know what I'm saying? And don't follow what you want. You know, she lying because you want them. No. Be someone that can sit in your truth and know, hey, shit is really fucked up. And I got to be honest with myself. And people just can't do that, you know. I think it's hard, but it's a part of growth. You have to sometimes say, I am really fucked up. Like, and I have really seen some things in myself, you know, in the past 3 or 4 years that I have slowly changed that was really fucked up, you know. And it was like, it had to be changed because I was attracting in negative people, as we can see. You know, like I said, the so-called married man that was supposed to be single with no kids, but married with 2 kids. You know, that's the type of shit that go on when you kind of aren't in a good energy or around positive people, or even in yourself being toxic, having bad. Because I had been told, you know, I've been verbally abusive to myself. I had never thought I did that, but somebody's like, "Oh, I heard several times, not someone. So, you know, but needless to say, because I'm getting totally off the subject. And needless to say, I just wanted to say with married men, or married people, married women, married men. I just feel like if you know, it's just something you should do correctly. And I just feel like you should take your time. And if the person's meant for you, they should get a divorce. And that's that. I don't believe in dealing with somebody married for 2, 3, not even a year. I just don't. I don't see how that's hindering your growth to me. That doesn't make any sense. That is like the death card in reverse. Is it right? Yeah, death card in reverse. Yeah. Tower in reverse too. It's just horrible. It's like devil energy, addictions. You know. It's horrible, and I just don't condone it. And I hope I'm not offending anyone, but that's how I feel as Phoenix. You know, I believe in having a clean slate, and I feel like, you know, that's not always true. And I'll give you a prime example. My first husband, which is my kid's father, I have 2 children by. He was in a relationship when I met him, and he lied about that. It'd be a lot of lying going on, okay? But the point is, he lied about that. And so that shit was horrible. The relationship started off fucked up, so it ended fucked up. And that's just the way it was. The way you get them, how you lose them. I made a video about that. But second marriage, since we're talking about married men, he was still going back sleeping with his baby's mama behind my back, which was his karmic. You know, and evidently I was his karmic in some type of fucked up way. It was a lesson learned on everybody's end in my eyes. Wasn't no soulmate type of energy and none of that shit. Everybody was a karmic in some fucked up way. Well, except for one person. I did meet my twin flame in between time, you know. But yeah, but I was trying to make sure I told y'all everything. Oh yeah, so yeah, he was sleeping with his, you know, his kid's mom. They were pity patting behind my back. You know, I found that out. So and he was married to me at the time. You know, so he was sleeping with her, and so that was a big thing. And you know, I filed for divorce, and you know, needless to say, you know, it was horrible. It was the worst divorce I had ever been in. But during that time, it took a little while, and since it took a while, I ended up having to date because I wanted to date. You know, it was like going on a year because it was a thing of like him not. Well, at first I think he went to court, but it took a while to file. It was just it was a big mess. So needless to say, I wanted to move on a little bit. You know, I didn't necessarily want to get serious with anybody, but and I didn't. To be honest, in my eyes, I didn't. I didn't meet my twin flame until after my divorce, which was really good for me. It was really good. It was already complete, done, finished. So, and I got to make a video on how my twin flame beat up my karmic. Let me write that down because that's my next video. I almost forgot. But however, guys, twin flame. Hold on. Fights karmic. Okay. Because I'm trying to make sure, Spirit told me to write down, everything. But anyway, needless to say, I'm done. I'm at 15 minutes, guys. And this is, just letting you know how I felt about dating people. What goes around comes around. So just always keep that in mind. And that's not, me saying that. That's Spirit telling me to tell you that. So take it, and go with it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm on to the next video. Because like I said, I got to keep it moving. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Phoenix Prize. Until next time. Bye-bye, guys.